So Wall Street just can't stop setting records. Let's break it down. Hey everyone, it's Friday morning, September 19th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. All right, let's get started. On Thursday, U.S. stocks once again closed at all-time highs. The Nasdaq led the charge, up nearly 0.9%. The Standard & Poor's 500 added about 0.5%, and the Dow rose 0.3%. Even the Russell 2000 small-cap index joined the party, climbing more than 2% to its own record close. A big headline came from Intel. Its shares surged more than 25% after Nvidia stepped in with a $5 billion investment, basically throwing a lifeline to the struggling chipmaker. That deal really pumped some energy into the market. Now, all of this comes right after the Fed cut rates by a quarter point on Wednesday. While that move was widely expected, the Fed's dot plot hinted at 2 more cuts likely in 2025. Still, Fed Chair Jerome Powell reminded everyone that with inflation still high and the labor market showing cracks, there's really no risk-free path forward. That comment kept traders a bit cautious. We also got fresh jobless claims data. The number of Americans filing for unemployment ticked down after spiking the week before, but overall hiring remains soft. So the labor market is definitely flashing some mixed signals. On the corporate side, FedEx is on deck with earnings. Analysts think profits could take a hit after President Trump ended the tariff exemption for low-value consumer packages from China and Hong Kong. Meanwhile, Trump spent the day in the UK hosting tech and finance leaders at Windsor Castle. But the big moment comes later today when he talks with China's President Xi. According to Trump, the TikTok deal is basically wrapped up, and he's aiming to move the needle on bigger trade issues, like tariffs. So that's the setup: record highs, a Fed that's cutting, and global politics back in the mix. All right, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.